Hey everybody, this is Jamie at selfdefenseguy.com. You can catch us on Facebook at Self-Defense Guy UK, Twitter at Self-Defense Guy 1, Instagram at Self-Defense Guy, and YouTube at Self-Defense Guy TV. I just wanted to pick up on something that I touched on yesterday regarding risk assessment in self-defense. Risk assessment is the process of identifying things that might happen and then putting in strategies to deal with the potential consequence and likelihood of those things happening. So I posted what's known as a 5x5 risk assessment matrix table on the Insta and on the Facebook earlier on today. What that process is if you wanted to get into risk assessment as part of self-defense. As a self-defense practitioner, you need to think about all the potential self-defense risks that you might face, whether it's a particular situation, particular set of circumstances, or indeed every single thing that might ever happen to you. It totally depends how far and deep you want to get into the subject. Grade each risk on a severity, so 1 being not severe at all, totally fucking fine, I'm alright. 5 being fucking, this is going to be totally catastrophic and detrimental to my person and I need to avoid it at all costs. Then give it a likelihood score, so 1, it's never going to fucking happen, 5, it's very likely to happen, times 1 by the other, and you get a score between 0 and 25. If it's 25, something needs to be done about this problem. You know, we can't let this situation continue. If it's 0, or indeed 1, this isn't a problem, we don't need to worry about it. So you've gone through a process of establishing what risks are, considering whether they're likely to happen, and if they do happen, what the problem is going to be in terms of its consequence on you as a person. Now, I'm not suggesting we live our lives like a fucking hermit and just sit around and not do anything. The point of self-defense is supposed to be empowering. It's supposed to allow us to live our lives to the sort of maximum without limiting what we do. So I'm not in any way suggesting that your reaction to identification of these risks and the likelihood of them happening is not to get involved in the things you want to do. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. However, having gone through a process of identifying risks and their potential impact, their potential likelihood of happening, you can then consider what actions you might want to take to minimise that risk. So, totally up to you whether you want to engage in this exercise. I'm not a home security expert at all, but one thing that might be very useful for us to do as a case study, if you want to go away and you want to find a basic risk assessment form, you'll find them on the internet. The Association of Project Managers is very good on this. APM, you'll find one quite easily. Use the forms that are online, and why not audit your own home? Look at things that you might consider a self-defense weakness in your home, and then consider the likelihood of that being a problem for you and what would happen if it was a problem, if the worst did happen, and then try to think about actions you can take that might minimise the likelihood of that being a problem or minimise the impact if that problem should be realised. So go away, have a go at that, let me know how you get on. Again, you can find me at Jamie at selfdefenseguy.com and the Insta, the Twitter, the Facebook and YouTube. Okay guys, take care, thanks, bye.